Good morning, everybody. Hello there, Mr. B from the Mind Master, here for another check-in. Hope you're all staying safe and you're getting supplies. Crazy. All right, so I have asthma at the moment, I think. Sorry about that. I hope it's asthma. So I think it's inevitable. At some stage, we will be home with our kiddies, won't we? Be home with the kiddies. And we don't know how long that is going to be for, but still, possibly they will need to be stimulated in the brain region. Okay? And so I think a couple of things you're going to need. Things like dice or die, board games, and a deck of cards. A deck of cards is your best friend when it comes to learning and games you can play and all those sorts of things. So I'm going to show you one today just to help at least get through 10 minutes of lockdown and hopefully cement some key learnings. Now, so we're talking about friends of 10 here, and friends of 10 are when you have those numbers that link up to make 10. So 2 and 8 makes 10. So 2 and 8 are friends of 10. And 3 and 7, 5 and 5, 1 and 9. Okay, they all add up to 10, so they're friends of 10. And it's a really, it is a key thing to learn. Oh, Steve, you will still have me to watch. Hello, Steve. You'd have the whole series of Mr. B videos at your place. So yeah, Steve puts me off. The a deck of cards, 2 players, and friends of 10s is a concept that really takes us not just into 10, but with hundreds and thousands and that mental addition and subtraction. So here we go. So you've got a deck of cards. I've actually only got a couple here. It's not a very big deck. I left the others in the house. Now one person pulls one off the deck, and we're going to pretend Steve, where's Steve? Steve, that's your card. There you go. Good job, Steve. Now what we do is after 3, 1, 2, 3, we flip the card up. Okay? Now I'm looking at Steve's and Steve's looking at mine. I can't see mine and Steve can't see his. Alright? So as quick as I can, I've got to tell the other person the number that adds up to 10. So I'm looking at their card. Alright, I'm looking at Steve's card. I have to work out how many more it is to 10 from the card he's holding up on his head. So Steve hasn't told me my number yet, so I'm going to say 5. So Steve, you still haven't told me what my number is. No, alright, so I've said 5, and I'm going to check. And still Steve hasn't done. I don't think Steve knows this one, and that's okay, Steve, because we're all learning. So my number was 3 and Steve's number was 5. So he held that up to his head and I said 5. So 5 and 5 does make 10, and I said it first. So I win, I get points, Steve. Steve would have yelled out 7 if he knew that 7 and 3 make 10. But now you do. See, you've learnt something today, and that's really cool. You get the gist. So 1, 2, 3, hold it up, and the other person holds their number up. All right, and we're just facing each other, and we're just looking at that number and telling how much it is till we reach 10. So 8 and 2 would make 10. 1, I would say, if that was held up. 6, 5. You get the picture. Now, if you do this repeatedly, obviously they're not even going to have to think about it, okay? And if your kids are still doing this, all right, that's a great going to play. If they're still counting on like this, do that one. It's awesome sauce. Well done, Steve. It must have been a delay in getting across. Yeah. All right. So we're actually we're putting together something called Lockdown Learning, which we're going to put together, and we're going to have daily exercises, daily things to do with kids. We're going to have a space where kids can have a pen pal type relationship if they want. We're going to have some journaling exercises. Wouldn't it be nice if you could have a reflection diary of this very scary time? And it is for a lot of kids. It's so scary when it doesn't have to be, and so we want to make it less stressful for the kids. And so journaling and documenting daily through some journal prompts and things like that, I think it'd be a good thing to look back on in 20 years and go, oh, I remember that time. Were you there? Mum and Dad, were you there for the COVID-19 plague that hit the world? Yes, I was, and I've got a little journal here. I think that'd be a really good thing to do. Yeah, so we're going to have lots of activities, a lot of fun. If you are interested, just message me. I haven't got it all fine-tuned yet, but I know it's going to be awesome. All right, we're on in about half an hour. We've got brain training for brilliance. All right, training the brain plasticity techniques to improve reading and learning by 2+ years now. The average was 2 years in 5 months. We're now about 2 years and 3 months, a little bit ahead of the curve, above the average, which is really good. And that happens by rewiring the pathways in the brain around processing speed, working memory, sequencing, order of thought, focus and attention. And if you do that, well, I can explain it to you all in half an hour, okay? So that's coming up, and the link should be on the page somewhere if you want to come and join us. All right, that'll do from me. Bye to all you amazing people. Thank you, Steve, for your comments and your interaction as usual. It's very, very good to know that other people are listening. And have a fantastic day. Stay safe.